I watched The Flash, and I would watch it again. Welcome to the Rotoscopers YouTube. My name is Chelsea Robson, and I am reviewing The Flash. Now, just to set the expectations, with the Rotoscopers, I review mostly animated films, so Disney, DreamWorks, Pixar, Don Bluth, and everything in between. But every once in a while, there comes a movie that I just would want to see because it looks kind of fun. Or it kind of just has some type of something that makes me feel like, yeah, I'll see that. That's the reason why I am reviewing The Flash today. I enjoy superhero films as more of a release, as more of an escape, something that I don't really think that much about. This was exactly what I want when it comes to a superhero film. Well, I could want more, for sure. But as far as just a summer flick, that was something that I can just jump in and go see, not really having much connection to many of the characters. It was still something that I got a lot of enjoyment out of. Throughout the entire movie, I was just happy to be there and enjoying all of the little cameos and enjoying all of the little Easter eggs and some of the surprise spoilers that I'm not going to share, because honestly, I wished I had never known them, because there were moments that I knew that were going to happen because they were in the trailer. The fact that you had Michael Keaton as Batman is not a secret. And yet in the movie, it would have been really nice had it been a secret, because it was kind of like built up that, oh, look, this should be one of the, those movies when you watch, like, for example, if you watch the Spider-Man No Way Home, when all of the other Spider-Mans come out of their little circles and if you watch it with an audience for like the first time, you have everybody just kind of screaming like, yeah, like all the fans, this is the moment they've been waiting for. And that has been under wraps the whole time. And you had kind of moments like that, and they're just really anticlimactic when nobody is screaming, because everybody knows that that's what's happening. So yeah, outside of the DCEU, I have seen the CW version of The Flash, and I really liked the first couple of seasons of that. So I was familiar enough with Barry Allen. Barry Allen is, his whole origin story started because when he was a child, his mom was killed and his dad went to jail for her murder, even though he was framed for this. So Barry spends most of his adult life in forensic, trying to go back and solve his mother's case to free his father. While working in forensics, he gets struck by lightning, has a whole bunch of toxins thrown on him, and somehow this gives him super fast powers. After the events of Batman v Superman, he's become BFFs with Bruce Wayne. They hang out, I guess, kind of. And he has kind of used him as a mentor. Something very difficult happens, and he ends up losing control over his emotions and just decides to start running. And he goes faster than he's ever run before, which sends him into this parallel, which sends him into a zone in which he is able to actually go back in time. That is the time where he decides, I'm going to try to save my mother and also free my father at the same time. Bruce says, you shouldn't do it. Really shouldn't do it, but Barry's got to do what Barry's got to do. And that's the start of the movie. This version has the notorious Ezra Miller that's both in jest and true. Like, there's just been so much that he's done that it just is like, I 100% understand why he has done zero promotion for this film. Just, you understand. However, I do feel that he did a good job, even playing himself twice. There was humor, there was character growth, and at the same time, there was some emotion thrown into it. I brought a friend of mine who hadn't been involved and really was unaware, hadn't seen any of the DC movies except for maybe Man of Steel a long time ago in theaters. And even she said, you know what, I really liked this. And it was something that's definitely something I would take my nieces and nephews to if it's something that I enjoy like this. And I agreed. There's not a lot of movies that I would actually go back and watch again because I see a lot of movies. But this one is one that if I know that there's going to be groups of people going, I'd be like, yeah, let's do that. And that's the expectation that you should have going into this. They did save a couple good Easter eggs and they haven't spoiled those, and I'm not about to spoil them because they were quite glorious when they disappeared. I was very fulfilled. The things that I really liked about this, I really liked the like heavy metal music they had at certain areas. I was like, I can dig this. I like it. And even they had a couple different moments, for example, when he was seeing his mom, like in a memory, she's from Spain. And so she's speaking in Castilian Spanish, and she has some really cool Spanish music playing in the background. I'm like, I dig it. I like it. I have seen quite a few reviews that they're like both saying, you know, I liked it, but also it was terrible. But I'm just like, I guess for me, once again, my specialty is in animated films, and this is just a fun thing. And that's what I got out of it. That's what I wanted out of it. So I'm happy. I'm sure that there are a lot of things that I missed. So if you go to see this movie and you say, Chelsea, these are things that you should know, which are why it is good or bad, then I would love to see it below. Go ahead and put that in the comments. I do have one question for anybody out there who is somebody who knows all the things about Mr. Barry Allen or specifically Supergirl. So in Man of Steel, everyone was upset that Superman killed Zod. So Supergirl is in this, and she seems very just kind of like angry. And I just don't know if that's really her. I mean, I understand why based on her circumstances, but I would kind of like to know if that is really who she is in most cases. Did they go ahead and ruin her character? I don't think they did. I just think that in this dimension, in this universe, she had a sucky introduction to humanity. I get it, but let me know in the comments what you think. All right, until next time, my name is Chelsea Robson, and you are watching the Rotoscopers YouTube. I have gotten into the book business. I have written a journal. This is called My Bucket List, 100 Dreams for God to Guide Me. And then this one is My Journey Starts Here 3-year journal. So basically you go in and you can start it. And then as you go through your years, you are able to look back and say, hey, this is what was happening to me a couple years ago. That's cool. Look how much I've grown. You should check it out. Links in below.